Hey, what's up, guys? I want to have a very quick conversation talking about Trey Songz and men like this, especially people who are in whether it's entertainment industries, from singing, rapping, sports, whatever. Why men tend to be with these so-called women, but I will just call these people human waste collectors because I don't put them in the category of women that are talking about a situation. They were just on a podcast called No Jumper. I'm not going to play any clips from it because honestly it was disgusting, and I'll leave a link in the description box if you haven't heard it yet, if you want to go there and listen to it. But it was so vile and so disgusting. And whether the allegations of possible misconduct in terms of sexual alleged conduct and encounters that were against these girls' wishes are true or not, the things that did happen, it's just beyond. And the girls, they are known in the industry to get around and expose people, but these guys are continuing to be with people like this who, one, are doing these sadistic things, but two, don't have any problems exposing them. And I just question, why would men want to be with women like this, but then also be in relationships with regular women? What does it say about these guys? Because the girls, I mean, they clearly are what they are. And I don't know if they have parents that have guided them in the wrong direction, or they just didn't have parents, or within the wrong crowd, and they just, live that type of lifestyle, and they want to come up and get a name for themselves and money. So they're doing what is the easiest thing to do because it takes no talent to be a whore. Let's just be honest. But these guys don't have any problem being with women like this and exposing themselves, not just online, but exposing themselves to what they could possibly get from being with these women in terms of STDs, whether they're curable or not curable. And so Trey Songz, he's come out and he's made a statement about this situation, and it's really laughable because he's not denying being with the women. He's not denying that, but he says in a tweet, he's, addressing the claims, and he's saying that, it's convenient for someone who seeks to destroy someone's life. He said, I usually stay quiet on this, but I feel that in many ways, the movement to fight for the women who actually have suffered harassment and abuse on various levels has been hijacked by those who find it convenient for themselves to come up as they seek to destroy someone's life. And then in another one, he says that you'll choose to believe what you want. I've been focusing my energy and time on good things, and I know the devil wants my soul more now than ever. I'm going to keep my head high and push forward. If you holding me down in these moments, I appreciate that. And it's really laughable when people try to put God and the devil in situations like this when you clearly weren't thinking about God or the devil when you were in the bedroom, in the bathroom, in the bathtub, and whatever you were in with these chicks. And this girl, Celina Powell, she has been named being with a number of different people, and although some of the claims that she's had have been proven not to be true, whether it was about a baby, a possible pregnancy by a rapper or something like that. I mean, she's got pictures of her being with Snoop Dogg and text messages and a number of different things. She's exposed some people that it turned out to be true. And so the reason why I even want to talk about this, because honestly, it just makes me feel even dirty and cruddy even talking about it. But the reason I wanted to just talk about this is because when Trey Songz made this statement on Twitter talking about, he knows the devil wants his soul more now than ever, it's like, well, why more now today than the day you chose to connect with these chicks and do whatever you did with them? It's just like, why do guys want to do things in the dark that are sadistic? And I'm not just talking about doing a do, but the things that these girls have described that they are doing with a lot of these men. And the reason I'm not going into all the details is because I just don't even want to repeat a lot of the stuff. So that's why, like I said, I'll put a link to it in the description box. And if you've already heard it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the things that they describe that they do or have done with these guys, it's just so gross. It's so disgusting. It's just so sadistic. It's dirty. And I mean, and they're doing these things over and over again, sometimes with a lot of different people at the same time. It's just crazy. But guys like Trey Songz, guys like Snoop Dogg, then people from sports teams and other so-called entertainers entertain these human waste collectors, these human waste dumpsters that are willingly doing these things. But because they're willingly doing things like this, some of these guys, like what they're accusing Trey Songz of doing, they possibly could do some other things that they don't really want to do, but the guys are just like, well, you're already doing this, so I'm not crossing the line if I choose to go further and do something else, because they're not even looking at these girls like women. They're looking at them like, just like I said, human waste collectors. And so Trey Songz, I don't believe he's married. I believe he has a child with someone now, but he's 35. If he's not in a relationship and he wants to just be out there and dirty and doing things like that, then I guess okay. But people like Snoop Dogg, who's been married for almost ever at this point, and he's been continuously over and over again unfaithful to his wife, which I'm quite sure she knows about, but she just pretty much acts like she doesn't care. I just believe at this point it's just a marriage of convenience. I would be highly surprised if she is affectionate or intimate with him, because if she is, she's nuts. It's just disgusting, because the allegations that this Celina Powell chick has come out and said that she has done with Snoop Dogg is so gross. And she's continuing to do these things. And it's funny because they gave her the title OnlyFans model. Okay, I guess that's a... Is that a career now? OnlyFans model? Like, no, she is a human waste collector. She's disgusting. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people like her out there. And I guess she's getting paid for what she does. But I just don't understand guys like this. When they get exposed, they want to try to make themselves out to be the victim, when if you're victimizing someone, whether they are someone you don't respect or not, someone you do respect or not, and you're paying them to perform acts with you, it doesn't give you the right to cross the line and do the things that she said he did. And she's saying that he forced her to stay and she wasn't able to leave. Now, there's been some things that have come out that, it shows that even though that happened at one point before, she's tried to connect with this person again. But I don't know. I guess if that's all you really know how to do in order to make money, then she's going back to the source to try to put in some more work so that she can collect some more funds to pay her bills. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not in agreement with any of it, but I would love to know what you guys think about this. I'm sorry if my words sound like all over the place, but I didn't even really plan to talk about this, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's so laughable to me when these guys do these things like this and they try to make themselves out to be a victim when they're called on something or you're exposed and it's put out there when you thought the secret was safe because you already paid this person to do the work that they put in, and they're exposing you for what you do, and now you want to be about positive energy and love and light and God versus the devil and my spiritual journey. And it's so ridiculous. It's like, no, you are disgusting. You are sadistic. You are a man whore. Even, you're paying for it. I guess they call that a trick. But it's crazy. And it's like, what does that really say about these guys when they're having to pay to do sadistic things like this with someone when they have, I guess, a good lifestyle? I'm assuming. I don't know what their pockets are really looking like. And you can't just get in a relationship with a quality woman. In my viewpoint, and it's just my opinion, I feel like people like this don't deserve a good woman. They really don't. Not before, not now, and not later. Because what good woman would want to be with someone who's been ran through like that and allowing themselves to be with girls out here like this that are just with any and everybody that has enough funds to pay for the pleasure? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I never will. Thankfully, that's just not the life that I've ever had to live. I just wanted to talk about it because when Trey Songz came out and made that statement, it was just laughable. We don't know where this is going to go from here. I believe that these girls were probably paid to do this interview because a lot of the things they said, it was just way out there. So I don't believe that these type of chicks are the type to come out there and share all of that type of information for nothing. So yeah, I don't believe that it was just for exposure. I do believe it definitely was for exposing and putting people on blast, but definitely there were some dollars involved with it. So I just wanted to talk about it. But you guys let me know your thoughts on this disgusting situation, and what do you feel about guys like Trey Songz and people like Snoop Dogg and these guys that will be with chicks like this and do different sadistic things like that? Like, what does that say about these men? Because we already know what the women are. I mean, we already know. So but what does it say about these men? Because they're doing it in the dark, they're doing it, they think, secretly or privately, and they won't be exposed, but yet they are with these girls that are known for exposing people, and they're doing it anyway. So it's like, is it really worth the risk? What does it say about these guys? You just let me know your thoughts in the comments section, guys, and thanks so much for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And thank you for listening to this conversation and liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. This is the Minister of Beauty, and here to share the Bible, business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. Definitely, this is a crazy life situation. It's not my life, not the life I'm trying to live, and hopefully not the life that you are trying to live either, guys. But at any rate, until next time, I hope you have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.